We ready?
Live from the TXU Energy Studio.
The Roula and Ryan Show with producer Eric, Special K, and Sam.
Okay, Swifties, if you're a fan, now is your chance.
Well, 4 times a day, we give you a keyword that will help you get to the fall of the Eras Tour. The fall season is going to bring the Eras Tour back to the United States, and she'll be hitting Indianapolis, Indiana, New Orleans, Louisiana, and Miami, Florida. We have a chance for you to win a trip for 2 with hotel, airfare, $500 in spending cash, and of course 2 tickets to the Eras Tour. So here's your first keyword of the day. Remember, the keywords change, but the text number stays the same. So the first keyword of the day, text the national keyword ME. M-E. Me.
That's pretty easy.
Yeah, very easy.
I think I'm
95819. Me.
Me. R-O-U-L-A.
Me. Text the 2 letters M-E to 95819 right now to enter your chance to win. And we've got 3 more coming at you at 11 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and 5 o'clock. But for right now, text the word me, M-E, to this specific text number, not to the one we normally use. This is the trip text number, 95819. Let's do it again.
95819.
All right, that's how it goes for our Swifties, and good luck with that one. Now it's time to eat. I had to crunch up my paper, make room for some food.
There's a lot of giggles
it's
this morning.
Tuesday time. Let's go. Be one of those days. Today is not going to be a day like last week where we had maple brown sugar oatmeal with hot sauce.
Oh, bueno,
or any of that stuff.
No. This is going to be good.
So try it Tuesday.
You guys played the games? You get some rewards afterwards.
Yeah.
This
Okay,
is a
so
really good
I mentioned
reward.
these cards last week. I went to, my friend took me to birthday lunch at a place in City Center called Daily Gather. And when you sit down, they give you a little deck of cards that's like an icebreaker of questions. It's really cute stuff. And I thought, oh, this is good. We kind of like do this on the Roula and Ryan show. Like, if you could relive one moment in your life, which would it be? That's a great icebreaker on a date, right? Which, you know, if you had hard conversation movement, it's like, oh, let's go to the cards.
Or
you're like, let's go to the
if
cards.
you've been married 20 years and you got nothing left to talk about.
I thought we had nothing left to talk about, but now we have an idea.
Yeah, or that starts a fight. It's like, we've been married 20 years. You don't know the answer? You don't know me at all. I quit.
Yeah, people get dumped there.
I'm out.
Brandy.
Thanks a lot for your freaking cards. Now I'm getting divorced.
Okay, so Brandy Key is a friend of the show. We have known her over the years in the food industry here on the Roula and Ryan show, and she joins us now. She is the culinary director for the group that has Dish Society and Daily Gather. That is a company that has both of those restaurant concepts. Hi, Brandy.
Hi, darling. How are you?
It's been a long time.
I'm so excited to be back.
Brandy has provided delicious meals to us over the years. Whether you guys knew it or not, it is the hands of Brandy and the mind of Brandy.
I tried
and her team that thought of these things.
Pizza with quail eggs on it because of you.
Oh, back in the
Loved it.
day.
Back in the day.
Something I've never thought I'd have in my life, and I loved it.
It's really
Mom,
talked about.
you would love it.
It
sounds
interesting. It's good.
Yes.
Yeah, that
Quail
was
egg
the
pizza.
breakfast for dinner pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was so
You
good.
think of some cool stuff.
Thank you.
So, Breggy Bomb has Alex Bregman from the Astros has the Breggy Bomb salsa, which he's rebranded into
Wild Soul. Which they said
Wild
that,
Soul.
his wife
S-O-L like
just
the
sent
sun.
me a box of it, and she's going to come on in a few weeks.
Nice.
And
I love salsa.
And she even gave me some vodka, too. We can
Oh,
try
look
it.
at you. Well, as a big Astros fan, I've been to lots of games. And one time I went to the game, and they have an entire, like, Breggy salsa and barbecue sauce display there. And my child had chicken fingers, as most children eat. And I was dipping it in the Breggy Bomb barbecue sauce.
Oh, it's so good.
So I've never had
I was like, this is amazing.
sauce.
So this is his barbecue sauce. So Alex started coming to the restaurant when we first opened at Daily Gather and came in and just kept eating burgers. And we're like, oh, this is awesome. And as soon as he came out with the barbecue sauce, I was like, we got to get this barbecue sauce and put it on a burger.
Wait, he brought the sauce to you.
Well, we knew he was making it, and as soon as we saw it, we sent a message out. We were like, hey, we want to get your barbecue sauce. We knew he was coming in. We were like, hey, we want you to come in and have this burger. And so it's all inspired by him, and it's just such great
So
barbecue
tell
sauce.
us what's on the burger, and are we supposed to dip the burger in the sauce, or you just gave us extra on the side
I
because we're going
gave
to
you
slap it up?
extra. I gave you
Okay.
extra, but you're definitely, this is one of those kind of dipping burgers.
It's huge.
It is
Yeah,
a big
it's
fat burger.
fat. So this is a double meat patty, all beef.
Oh, Lord.
We got
It's
2
8:07
slices,
a.m. We're having a
two
double meat
slices of
patty.
cheddar
I love it.
cheese.
Okay.
Holy cow, that thing's big.
Oh,
That's a
yes.
big burger.
We add some bacon. We add some brisket. That's got the barbecue sauce in it. And then we top it off with crispy onions. It's all on a potato bun.
Oh, damn.
And did Alex,
I don't
did you
think anybody
present
else
this
is
to
gonna be
Alex
eating
Bregman and
the rest
say,
of the
hey,
day.
here's what we think you should eat? Or was he ordering something like this, and you're like, you know what, let's just go with this and add your sauce to it?
Well, he was always ordering our burger, which is just a classic cheeseburger, double patty still, lettuce, pickles, tomato, onion. We wanted to take our barbecue, our brisket that we smoke in house, and add that barbecue sauce to it and just make a meaty, drippy, juicy, delicious burger.
What's Alex think of this burger?
He loved it. He came in, devoured the entire thing. So we took that as a thumbs
meat
up.
burger. Because again, it
huge.
has 2 patties, it has bacon, and it has brisket, and it has cheese.
She's a beast. Hey, let me see that sauce here, real quick.
Barbecue sauce
I
is really
love
good.
barbecue sauce.
I got you one.
Let me try that.
Oh my gosh.
When everyone's quiet, I know I did my job well.
It's so good. It's so good.
See, we're so used to getting stuff that is
That's
painful
scary.
here or it makes us sick.
Nice change.
Like
This
ghost
barbecue
pepper.
sauce is amazing.
Like
They
ghost
need to
pepper
bottle
vinegar.
this.
It's so good.
They do
do
bottle it,
bottle it.
right?
They do bottle
Oh,
it.
yeah.
He sells it.
Oh. Like, I mean, in the grocery store. I mean, like,
This stuff, you know?
it is in the grocery store. Okay.
All right, it's very good. It's a lot
Oh
of
my
meat,
God,
but
that's
it's
so
very
good.
good.
I like the crispiness of those crispy onions.
And for them to stay crispy in a burger is kind of crazy, but we just bread them really lightly, fry them really nice,
Nice.
lightly put them on there. But man, when you smash that top bun on top, just holds everything together.
And you probably made this a while, 30 minutes ago.
About 30,
It still
40
tastes like it's fresh. Like it's,
And that's a testament because
That's
a
what
lot
I'm
of
saying.
foods do not make the journey
This
from
is true.
restaurant to home.
yeah.
Well, thank God that you brought the extra sauce because it is for dipping.
Oh, yeah.
It's really good. I break up my food and I eat it. I dip it like that. I'm not. I
the hell?
took
Just
a
bite into it, Roula.
I did take a bite of it, but I like this.
How long
so
you
I'm gonna
guys
dip
been
it
over
better.
there in City Center?
It's so thick.
So we
I know I've been
opened.
there a couple times.
We opened in 2021, so right after the pandemic, opened up in City Center, and we really wanted to, at Daily Gather, bring people to the table. People were wanting to go out, they were wanting to sit down, and we wanted this shareable concept that you could come in, put a bunch of food on the table, put your phones down, hence the conversation cards.
Gather.
Really talk, gather together, and just enjoy dinner. And so we've been open for several years there.
What part of City Center are you guys
We
located
are
in?
right off the green.
Okay,
So
so
right
you're
there in the
right
corner,
there
if
where
you're-
everybody gathers
Like
and they
Kendra
play
Scott,
Yes.
and
on
music.
Apology, you cross the street and it's right there in the corner.
The
where they
bowling
play.
alley over there.
No,
That's
the other
behind.
side.
That's on
Behind
the
it.
other side.
Right.
You're right in the green space.
Yeah.
Yeah, right in the corner.
Y'all
Oh, yeah,
already
this is
ate half of this burger. It's so good. It's so good.
Damn, that is good.
Can we get through the whole thing?
No, there's no
It's a
way.
challenge.
I'm done. I can't take it
I'm
anymore.
gonna try. I bet a mod
They'll
does.
fall asleep by 9:20.
I know.
Again, if you're just
If
tuning
you
in,
hear
it's
dead
Trite
air,
Tuesday.
you know what's going on.
If you're just tuning in, it's Trite Tuesday here on the Roula and Ryan Show. We got Brandy Key in from Daily Gather, and it is one of the concepts from the 512 restaurant group. Is that what I'm calling it,
Yeah.
right? They have a Dish Society. Y'all have 5 locations of that.
We do. We just opened in Austin. We have 4 locations here in
Nice.
Houston.
And I will say the one I like that pretzel with the chicken and the goat cheese,
Oh,
the pesto.
yeah, the grilled chicken pesto sandwich is a fan favorite. It's
If you
been on the
ever-
menu for a really long
and
time.
it comes with those like homemade potato chips.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
So if you ever, you should put Eric likes this one.
Yeah,
Oh, you
absolutely.
Eric
got it.
chips, Eric pretzel.
Eric's favorite.
Eric's choice.
Yeah.
So Daily Gather has this burger that Alex Bregman really enjoyed, and when his Breggy Bomb salsa line came out, he also did a Breggy Bomb barbecue sauce. If you've been to a lot of Astros games, you've probably had it because there is a whole section of Breggy Bomb salsa and barbecue sauce. That's how I tried the sauce for the first time with the chicken tenders at Minute Maid Park. So Brandy put a burger together in the name of the Breggy Bomb barbecue sauce. It's got brisket, it's got 2 beef patties, it's got bacon and crispy onions.
Everything I love.
And nice cheddar cheese.
Yeah.
So what do you guys go around the room? Thumbs up, thumbs down?
Thumbs up.
It's everybody's
We're
good
all
thumbs.
taking a nap now.
Yeah.
This is like
4
I'm gonna
thumbs
be
up. I got
asleep.
both my toes in the air.
He's made through half. Kevin, you hit half.
Oh my
that
gosh,
good.
Kevin.
You
Kevin
don't
is
want to stop.
Definitely going to take a nap now because I
I'm gonna take a
pace
something.
myself. Belly pace myself.
Well, that's
Well,
usually
Brittany,
at 9.
So Daily Gather is open Monday through Sunday, right? So 7 days a
7
week.
days a week.
I'm gonna swing by
I
this
bet a lot of
week.
people go on first dates there. Like
I'm
last
telling
week, we were
you.
talking about places, or yesterday we were talking about it, because I said, if you go on a date, you have to have a server.
Yes.
To
You
make
can't
it
just
like
go
a
to a
legit
place and
date.
order, which, I mean, there's tons of, and someone's like, you're being a snob, Eric.
Eric's going to
I'm
die
like,
on that hill that
there
you
are
have to have a
places-
server for it to be considered a date.
And there's affordable places to go with a server.
Oh, of course.
It's not being snobby. I'm just saying that you take the time to talk to each other. Don't worry about ordering the food. up at a counter waiting for your number and stuff.
Yeah.
And then waiting
Let
for
them-
I need more ketchup. Or because a girl called our show, Brandy, and said that she had gone on a date to a very well-known place. We used to keep getting up and down for your drink and your condiments and all your stuff. And that's when Eric made the blanket statement that he's not even taking the date seriously. You need like a server to make it like a real date. So then the snob conversation came into play. and then we started
conversation.
Yes, it did. It was.
I mean,
and
Eric,
then we started building like the do's and don't rule, like the dating rules. What are the dating rules? Like
Which
what
we're
would be
gonna do
your
next.
dating rules? 713-390-KRBE. What is a rule you have for dating? In Eric's case, he said even when he was super broke, he would go to those like check cashing places to
Which
get
is wrong.
money.
I know, but I didn't have a credit card or
And,
anything.
and he wanted to, really take the girl on a date that was going to impress her, and because he really liked her, so that's what he did. Then somebody shamed him for saying, "Well, that's financially irresponsible," and showed her
Yep.
you're going to go broke later when y'all start dating.
Well, I guess it didn't happen.
Yeah, well, they got married, and they've been married 17 years.
It was it's called an investment.
So we want to take your calls at 713-390-KRBE and tell us what would be on your list for dating rules. I mean, that you're hard and fast. You stick to this rule. I think that this is a great idea to go to Daily Gather and get this deck of cards if you are stuck on words or
have some
you just
beers
feel
and-
like this is kind of fun. Let's watch a game, eat a burger with some of this Breggy Bomb Barbecue sauce and ask each other these fun questions. Brandy, thanks so much for waking up early, making us these
Yeah.
burgers and
Thank
getting
you.
along.
We got something good for once, guys.
Yes.
Oh my God! It was a
Thank
thumbs
you.
up
Wait till
all
next
across the
week.
board. It was so
Uh-oh.
great. It was so great. It wasn't like ghost pepper toothpaste
Yeah.
or whatever else we've tried here, Brandy. This is so great. I'll see you at Daily Gather. Thanks so much for coming in.
Thanks, y'all, for having me.
All right, y'all give us the dating rules. You got 713-390-KRBE next on the Roula and Ryan Show.
104.1. Back to the Roula and Ryan Show.
look, everybody's got their own dating rules. Everybody's got their own code that they live by.
And so we were talking about this yesterday, and when we said yesterday in that conversation, why don't we turn this to our Roula and Ryan Show family and see what's on their list of dating rules at 713
I've got no rules, I got 'em.
713-390-KRBE, Dua Lipa. And we're going to see what you have to say, because Eric made the point to say that he feels like if you were serious about a date, you would take that date to a restaurant that has a server. So you're not constantly getting up from the table to get yourself more ketchup or more drink
And
or
you can
whatever
go to the
it is.
fancy restaurants. You can go to Chili's. You can go to, there's all kinds of places you go to.
You know, I was
server.
thinking about that, Eric. What about Cafe Express?
Well, he
I
said
talked
that
about that yesterday. I
yesterday.
said no.
No.
And I like Cafe Express. Believe me, it hurts me to say that because I like going there. But
All right.
on a date, I don't know.
Let's go to Michelle.
Unless you're feeling them out like a Starbucks type date.
No, then you be the one to go up and get the food for both of y'all. And babe, do you want a little drink? I'll fill up your
Takes
iced
away
tea.
from the
for you.
conversation, Kevin. You're
Yeah.
leaving the table all the time.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
You need a breather sometimes.
Fart or something.
713-390-KRBE. Hi, Michelle. Good morning. Welcome to the Rule and Ryan Show.
Good morning. How are you guys?
Awesome.
Good morning.
I
Fantastic.
understand you have a very unique rule that I wouldn't even think needs to be on my list unless this happened to me there. Tell everyone what is on your list of nope for a date.
It was not on my list until this happened. And I generally did not have a list because I'm easygoing. I didn't care, where we went because it didn't set them up to have to perpetuate that, we go to this nice restaurant all the time or we go to this fast food restaurant. I really got to see how the person was. So, this guy that I had known him since high school, but we reconnected when he came to my place of employment. And we went out, and he thought it was a good idea to take me to a strip club. So I had to add that to the list.
What?
You're not going to take me on a date.
Hold on.
How does he
Did
bring
you
that
know
up?
you were going there, or he rolled up to the strip club? And was it for the lunch date or a dinner date? And when you're like, what are we doing here?
No, we had already eaten, and then he just rolled up to Nikita's. This is a place in South Carolina because that's where we're from. And his friend met us there.
I was going to say,
Without
because
a
they
date.
do
So
have that New
apparently-
York strip special at lunch.
Right. I was going to
Do they?
say.
Yeah, over
Do they?
I
That might
live
be a
next to
vibe.
Colorado.
Yeah, but that's like a lunch. Those are lunchtime
Hold on.
talent.
Can we sidebar? Are you
my
telling me,
God.
Spencer, okay, you're going over there
No
for
way.
lunch?
Come on, they have great steak specials on certain days and nights.
And
Like,
Those
so
they're
poor ladies are
classic.
so
Have you
misinformed.
ever?
Like, don't waste your
Yeah.
time with that guy over there. Don't ask for a dance.
It's funny, the two gay guys are like, yeah, I'd be down.
But let me ask you, I mean, how did he just drop this on you, or are you just like, here we are?
Like, here we are. And this was not a facility or an establishment that served any food that you would want to eat. This was strictly
Naked people.
He just wanted to see boobies.
naked
Okay.
people, and he was a hair away from getting a lap dance before I was like, we are leaving, and you are taking me home.
Oh, you
So
went
you actually
in.
went inside.
You went inside.
Well,
I did go in. I was like, you know what? I'm trying. You know, I was 20.
Trying to be cool.
This was before I was
You're
married.
thinking, well,
I was trying to be like, okay, I can do this, and then it got to a point where no, I can't do this.
But it gave you a story, and now you know to put it on your list. No strip clubs on a
Well,
date.
not anymore.
It was called
I've
what?
added it to a list for maybe some other people, but yeah.
Oh, yeah. What was the name of the South Carolina strip joint?
Nakitas.
Nakitas.
It was in Spartanburg, South Carolina. Yeah.
Well,
That's a
Michelle,
gutsy
I
move
don't
if
even
it
know
works.
if
If
it's
it
still there.
works. Ooh, he's like
I got a white woman.
That's terrible.
Live a little,
Michelle,
Michelle.
thanks for sharing. No, she did.
No,
and she's like, no,
she did
thanks.
the right
I don't
thing
want to do
getting out
any
of there.
of that. Okay, Heather is up next. Thanks, Michelle. Good morning, Heather. Welcome to the Roula and Ryan Show. What are your dating rules, Heather?
Okay, so my husband and I, who are currently married, we were both divorced. And so we both agreed if we were going to walk down the aisle again, that it was going to be death do us part. So if one of us wanted to leave once we were married, you couldn't leave unless you died. Like
oh,
that's
my
okay.
God. Better
Damn.
dead than divorced. Now, what?
So if you want
How
out-
do you guarantee
So is he
Heather?
dead?
We've been married
Oh, still
for
alive.
7 years now.
7 years.
7 years.
Happy?
Okay,
Yeah.
so you're saying that your dating rule after a divorce was till death do us part, you're not leaving. That was your dating
Like
rule.
once we're married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just want to do the work and
That
stay
sounds,
committed.
uh,
Plus, they were both divorced before, you said, right?
Don't want to go through that hell again.
Yes.
Yeah, you've been through
And
it.
you can
know.
work. You could work through anything. Like everybody makes mistakes. There's takes two to fight and two to get along. And a lot of people are just so quick to throw in the towel and quit. And if one person wants to leave, there's nothing you can do about it. So I was like, I'm not going to walk down the aisle with a quitter. Like I'm going to be with somebody who wants to work this out no matter what.
Wow.
Is there anything
not
on your
walking
list?
down the aisle with a quitter.
Is there anything on your list where if he did it, you're like, nope, can't stay in that?
You know, honestly, no, he's perfect.
That's good. I'm glad you found each
That's
other.
awesome.
You know,
He's perfect.
his imperfections. We've known each other since I was 13 and he was 17. He was friends with my sister, and I was the annoying little sister.
Aw.
So,
That's cute.
yeah.
Well,
That's
congratulations. I'm glad you found him in the second round. He's the man until death do you part for real.
Sometimes people
Jeez.
need that
For real.
People need that
Okay.
starter marriage sometimes in your 20s.
Unfortunately, that's what they're called. If you're
Starter
divorced by
marriage.
30. Yeah, that's what people call
Trying to
it.
get the mistakes out of the way.
If you're divorced by
Really?
30, they call it the starter marriage. Like, oh, you had your starter marriage.
Now you know.
And I'm like, okay, Avery's up next. We're talking about what would be on a list of rules you might make for yourself when dating someone. 713-390-KRB. It could just be one rule. Maybe you have more than one. Hi, Avery. Good morning.
Hi guys. Good morning.
Hey, are you on Bluetooth? Can you take yourself off the Bluetooth?
Oh yeah. One moment.
Yeah, because
because it's kind of loud.
A lot of times I think sometimes it's the AC. Makes it sound
It
so
is,
windy.
yeah. It's the air
Because I don't
conditioner.
think a lot of
it
people
all.
are driving with their windows down.
That sounds better.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, Avery,
I'm
tell
going
us.
to class right now.
Okay,
nice.
tell us what's on your list, Avery.
So basically, my rule is not being on your phone during the date because what's more important on your phone than on the date? You feel me?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
My friend-
100%.
100%.
What I'm saying, my friend, she told me she was on this date, this guy she was looking forward to go out with, and he was playing Clash of Clans the entire time and just being very obnoxious.
What? He's actually
Yeah.
playing a game. He's not saying like, "Oh, there's a really important thing that my boss needs a response right now," or something that sounded important. He had to be on his phone. He's playing Clash of whatever.
Titans or
Yeah,
whatever.
he was being like an
Clans.
iPad kid.
Oh, no.
No, I hope she walked
that's
away or
unacceptable.
never saw him again. What was the ending
Yeah,
of that? She
no.
ghosted him.
Yeah, she ghosted him. She was like, "Yeah, I'm done." She's like, "You're done."
What is
Good.
wrong with a
Good.
dude? What is wrong with anyone to do
I don't
that?
understand. I don't know what y'all are like, but I mean, I'm now engaged, and in the 3 years I've known her, we have never pulled out our phones on a date ever. Like, never.
I mean, why would
What
you?
about
Why
those
would you?
dinner pictures you take? And you
yeah.
post on Instagram. That's pulling out your phone.
You guys take food pictures?
No.
And
No,
it takes
there's no-
time, and it
there's no
takes
dinner
time to
pictures.
sit there and edit and clean up, the wrinkles and everything else. By the time you get that
Yeah.
perfect picture, you got
I
like
am
a
not
nice
doing
smooth.
that. If I were going to sit down and try and clean up my wrinkles, I'd be there all night.
Ryan just takes the butter at the table, dips his phone
Smear
in
the
it,
lens on it.
and take a photo.
There
I mean,
we
if you're
go.
we're talking about dating rules or things that you just do not. You do not consider a respectful date or something that has any length to it. Like this all started with, shouldn't a first date be in a place that has a server so you can focus on each other, not keep getting up? Then there was that debate. Sometimes you have the difference of it has to be, we said no phones. It could be that this person has to pick you up. I don't know who sticks to that rule anymore because I think for the safety of women in general, like you don't want the guy to come get you because you don't know if you're going to get murdered or not. We watch too many
know where
true
you
crime
live.
things or know where you live.
Yeah.
And so let's go to text at 37530. And we have some listener line calls
We
too.
played a listener line call real quick too because we told you yesterday at this time we said to leave a few messages, so we have some of those we can.
This
play.
man has a dating strategy.
I have one rule: is the first date is always a coffee date. That way you get to know each other one-on-one. And I have it on my Bumble profile, so after we go 1 or 2 dates, then we go on dates for $200 to $300 because the dinner is $100 with drinks, another $150, and then if we're both gonna drink, I'll pay for her Uber and my Uber, and then we usually ride together to my place or her place. So it's 3 Ubers plus $100 in food and then $150 in drinks. So it's about $350, $400, and you can't be doing that. Even though I have the money, I own 2 apartment complexes. I don't let them know right away that I have those properties, and I drive a 2016 Camry, so they think I'm making probably like 30 grand. So after that, then I know they want me for me and not for my money or just to get a free dinner.
Yeah, that free dinner thing.
Is that guy related to Special K?
I know, he's like, I got $6 million in real estate and I drive a 2012.
He's really doing the math. He's doing the math on the breakdown of his date. Which, by the way, guess what? You're not spending that on her. If you decide you want to drink and you can't include your cost of your own Uber as part of the date. I'm sorry.
Because you're going home.
You're not doing anything for her by doing that.
Yeah.
Jessica's on the line, and I'm glad Jessica's going to say this because I was about to say it, but I'm glad that she's saying it because it shows that more people think this way. Hi, Jessica. What is a dating rule you stay hard and fast to? Good morning.
Good morning. It's going to have to be the way you treat the waitress.
Yes.
I had a date.
Absolutely. Yes.
You cannot be rude to the servers.
Because he's showing you his true colors.
To a nice restaurant.
I like that.
And, but he took me to a nice restaurant. He paid very good money for it. And then he just started making a whole bunch of rude comments to the waitress and about what was on the menu. And it got to the point where I'm like, I'm blocking his phone number after I leave because thank God for that. I met my husband like 6 months later.
Nice.
Yeah,
well, you got to figure if he's going to berate a total stranger, he's certainly going to do that to somebody he's close with.
How about if they're driving and they get aggressive and they start cussing people and saying,
yeah,
you're looking at me.
I've been there. That is scary. Like, he was yelling like I thought he was going to kill somebody.
Yeah, then you're like
screaming.
Then you know that's in them.
That's in them. Yeah.
That's not true. I have road rage, but I'm not angry in any other area.
Ryan, this guy was
really.
Oh, you're going to try and make me that way.
I thought you said more jokes there. I didn't know that was. I'm like,
okay, wait, Ahmad, I think that happened. Was that closure or was that something else? The girl called and said that he was really aggressive and angry behind the wheel, and I remember saying
that was revenge last week.
Was it last week?
Yeah,
yeah. She got thrown off by how angry he was in the car, like the way he was showing his beast mode, and she's like,
yeah, but then she went ahead and slept with 3 of his friends. That wasn't quite fair.
I forgot about that part.
You know,
gotta get even. Tit for tat.
And
really
also,
angry.
you tell me if you're rude to a server, you're showing me you've never been a server or worked in any part of the hospitality industry.
It's
Absolutely.
Because if you've ever done that, you would never be rude to a server.
Absolutely.
Unless it's so
disrespectful,
over the top, ridiculous how they're acting that you're like, oh my God, do better.
The only thing that makes me mad is when they don't show up.
Yeah,
like,
they just
you sit
disappear
there
on
for
you.
like 12 minutes and you're like,
oh yeah,
nothing, not one person.
There was one time,
and maybe they just forgot.
We had the window seat, and I'm like, hey, that's our waiter. He just got in a car. I was like, what the hell?
I have actually been dumped off onto another server before. Like the person that started out was the person that brought the drinks and like the salad. And then the food comes, and then we didn't see that person again. And we were talking with our friends, and I was like,
like you go to
where's
Houston,
the person? And then another person comes, oh, I've taken over for Sadie.
Like, what?
And you're like, oh, okay.
Well,
Have we been here too long?
Yeah, who does get the tip?
I think they must split it or do some kind of pool situation. Because didn't you say Houston's?
like
it's
Houston,
always a different server.
I guess they call it Hillstone now, which is stupid.
But did it go back to
Houston,
though?
Texas.
Now it's Hillstone again.
It's Hillstone again?
Because they did the switcheroo back and they did it back again.
Why are they not using their head? You're in Houston, Texas.
Hillstone
Keep the name
owns,
Houston.
is the group.
Well, I know,
that
but
owns
let
that.
go of your ego and appeal to the masses. People want to go to a restaurant that's named after their town.
Stupid.
I'm not sure
I don't know why they
how
do
that works, why they did that. But
bad marketing.
yeah, they have a whole bunch of
It's always
servers.
full in there, so I guess it doesn't hurt.
It's not bad marketing, right?
Yeah.
There's always a wait.
I like that they just have the kitchen open. I like places with kitchens that you can
Where you can see.
You can
yeah.
see 'em.
Oh, there's no spit being added to my meal.
But what about like, look, I mean, in fajita restaurants, you can't see the kitchen, but we all still smell like the fajitas.
Oh, yeah.
There are
Think about
some Tex-Mex restaurants where you are definitely not going anywhere else because you're wearing that scent for
It's
the
like,
rest of the day.
yesterday I was going to go, my wife and I were going to go in Uptown, and I wanted, we go to Rustic over here, but I'm like, oh, you got to go back to work. You're going to end up smelling like
salad and breadsticks.
Yeah.
Is it white? Salad and breadsticks.
Someone get naked together like that. It's a barbecue-y.
Is it
so you're going to have that smokehouse
type
flavor.
restaurant?
It's a smoky flavor. It's really good.
The thing that kills me is I think a safe place is a sushi restaurant. It's not safe. You know why? Because almost always they have that hot rock beef on the menu, and almost always the table next to me gets the hot rock with the raw meat, and then all that smoke is just flying into my hair next to me.
Because I went to Uptown Sushi instead, but they didn't, thank God nobody had a hot rock.
Yeah, the hot rock beef.
I never understood the hot rock. I'm like, you're here for sushi. Go to a steak.
I've
never seen that.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
never
even know
seen
what
it?
that is. What's a hot rock?
Dude, it's a hot rock. They bring this big
You cook your own meat
rock,
on it.
and they give you very thin slivers of beef. Little thin slivers
they
of beef,
superheat the rock?
and you lay it on the rock, and you go back and forth with it until it's to your liking.
I don't want to work. I'm going to a restaurant to
Flack
avoid
for
doing
Korean
that.
barbecue, but people are ordering that.
That's what I'm telling you.
now.
I've never ordered because I don't want hot rock beef smelling up my outfit
People
and
that don't
smelling
like
up my
sushi,
table.
if you don't like sushi, people
that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
But you will still smell like it because it smells up the whole restaurant. At least, I mean, I'm thinking restaurants that have not an open concept, like to Eric's point, he likes to see the food. Well, maybe you don't want it to be open concept, so not everybody smells like your food, but then we still smell like fajitas.
That is true.
Japanese restaurants too. If you're sitting there and they're doing the show where they got the smoking onion and all that stuff, you definitely
Kevin, right?
And I can never pick the seat that doesn't have the smoke wind. Like the wind is pulling it, or whatever it is. Like I'm always at the seat where it's coming just to me, and I'm getting like a nice steam facial in my pores, and I'm like,
it chooses you.
That's not steam, it's grease.
We had our Christmas party there, and I was like, which seat am I going to use? And I sat between Patty and Ingrid, and I was like, oh man, I got the steam seat again.
If I was you.
Y'all go to the listener line 713-278-VENT if you want to add to the conversation of maybe a rule that you didn't know you needed to make a rule for dating, but now you did. Coming up next in Celebrity Scoop, CBS admits they made a giant mistake, and they're going to try and make it right for you Billy Joel fans. I'll tell you how next on the Roula and Ryan Show.
Y'all ready?
This is Roula and Ryan's Celebrity Scoop.
On KRBE.
Oh, hello. I was like, okay.
Hello.
All right. So we were talking about this yesterday. CBS had a, well, that was a dumb moment. The golf tournament, the Masters, ran 30 minutes late, which pushed their programming 30 minutes behind, and they were airing Billy Joel's 100th concert live at Madison Square Garden. Well, right when he was ending the show with Piano Man, one of the most famous songs he's got, they cut to the news for time.
Want to hear what it sounds like?
Yeah, let's hear how exactly it sounded.
This wasn't from Houston, but it's someone got the audio from their local area.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Live from CBS Sports. This is your news now.
They're sitting at the bar!
And they sit at the bar and put bread in my jar and say, man, what are you doing here?
Now, the first 8 minutes is all about murder and a fire.
God.
So everyone freaked out that was watching that, and they cannot believe that that was cut. So CBS has officially issued an apology. They call it a network programming error. And to make it right, they are going to re-air the entire concert at 8 o'clock Central Time on Friday.
Okay.
And if you missed that, because you forgot, since you know you might have a life on Friday night and go do something else, they're going to stream it on Paramount Plus.
Which you have to pay for.
You pay for that if you don't have that. And if you don't want commercials, I'm sure you have to pay more.
But if you get
Why don't they
Paramount
just play
Plus,
the rest of the concert, the last 2 minutes?
they're just going to play the rest. There's only,
Pick it right up.
Now, in all fairness, that was the last verse in the song. There's only about a minute left in that
They
song.
were so close.
They were so
Still,
close.
They could have just pushed it a minute. Come on, they do it for the Oscars. They do it for the Super Bowl. You know, just push it.
There must
All
be
right.
a tone on it at the end or something, or for every station.
Boom.
Cut away.
We're going to news. Okay, so Channing Tatum and Jenna Dewan were married. Some people forget that ever even happened because they filed for divorce in
Who?
2018.
Jenna who?
Jenna Dewan.
They
Who
were
is
in
she?
Step Up together.
man. That's how they
fell in
Come on
love.
now.
Oh, I didn't see Step Up.
Jenna Dewan. Is it,
How dare you.
I didn't see Step Up. I'm sorry.
The first time I ever heard her name, she was a Justin Timberlake girlfriend. She was a backup dancer.
Oh.
After post NSYNC. It was a post NSYNC Britney time. Anyway, so they filed for divorce in 2018. He's moved on with Jessie J. She's moved on. I think she's pregnant or already had a kid with somebody.
Yeah, she hasn't. I know she's pregnant for sure.
Yeah. Can't remember if she's already had the kid. Anyway, so now
married
it's
too,
getting
right?
dirty. No, she can't get married because she's still officially married.
They're not divorced yet? I thought
No,
they were
that's
just
what the fight
fighting
is
over
about.
stuff.
Oh, that's a sticky situation when you're pregnant and you're still legally married to somebody else.
Well, that's not even the problem. It says here they are still at odds over a financial settlement that includes profits from Channing Tatum's Magic Mike franchise. And they've both included each other on a preliminary witness list for a trial that is going to be happening to figure out the division of property, reimbursement claims, support, breach of fiduciary duty, and attorney's fees. She is looking for a fair resolution of community assets. He says she's just dragging this on. We've been trying to settle this for over 5 years. We've gone to many settlement conferences during that time, and she just keeps dragging it on.
So I'm guessing
and
they
she's
didn't-
like, I want what's fair.
They didn't have a prenup then, I guess.
Yeah, because she's
They weren't
engaged right
famous
now,
enough.
or she's planning her wedding. So
Right.
she
Planning her
she
wedding.
can't move on.
He stepped
Until-
into that
until
Magic
this
Mike
breaks up.
cash. Yeah.
Yeah, his name is Steve Kazee, Eric. Steve Kazee. Or is it KZ?
Bless you.
K-A-Z-E-E.
Kazee.
So anyway, she wants everything between her and Channing settled before she gets married again. They were declared legally single by a judge. So when you're declared legally single, why don't they just say you're declared divorce?
Yeah, I thought you had to be
Divorced.
divorced to be legally single.
Maybe
I
just
don't
not-
know.
Maybe they're
So
Except
she
for
and
their
Channing
financials.
were declared legally single, but the biggest issue is about dividing profits from intellectual property associated with Channing's trilogy of the Magic Mike movies. And he says that she refuses. No, I'm sorry.
He
She
refuses.
says that he refuses to accept an equal division of the Magic Mike intellectual property.
I wonder if him and like Brad Pitt hang out.
Oh, he owns a piece of it.
Talk about.
Wait, I'm
their
sorry.
exes.
There's 3 Magic Mikes.
I thought there was only 2.
Yeah.
That makes you almost.
No, those are 3. No, the
It's like,
Summer
wait,
Hike.
what?
Summer Hike is in the last one.
Oh, really?
I think he goes to Europe. Magic Mike goes to Europe or something.
Old.
It's like those franchises.
Okay.
They have that one guy left who just keeps making 6 of them.
Here's why she wants a piece of it. Magic Mike made Channing Tatum a $167.2 million.
Because it has the sequels, a spin-off reality TV series, and he gets a
Vegas.
piece of the live Magic Mike attraction
So
in
it's
Vegas.
a constant revenue stream for him, and she wants a piece of that.
Okay, she says it was developed and co-financed during their marriage with community effort and marital funds. So she's not wrong.
I mean, yeah.
She's not wrong.
Every state's got their own laws, too.
And don't forget, when you're married, you're a team, right? So they probably sat around talking about that stuff. Like, here's what I think we should do next. Here's what we should probably do next.
That sucks.
Well, let's see what happens. And
Dude, just cut bait. Just give her something and
Yeah,
move on
just
with your
move
life.
on,
Is he with,
man.
who's he with? He be right
Jesse
to-
J.
Jesse
Jesse J.
Interesting.
Yeah, for a while they've been together. I thought they had broken up for a bit, but I guess not. Anyway, we'll just wait and see if they ever get their fair resolution. How like 2018, y'all? It's been going on since 2018.
6-year divorce.
Those attorneys
Wow.
are getting paid every
they're the
time.
ones
They're the ones that make the most money.
It's like, go to school to be an attorney, kids. If you like to read, you need to be an attorney.
Be a divorce lawyer, right?
Yep.
Which is any kind of way.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Roula and Ryan Show on KRBE with what's going down in H-Town.
Let's keep in the spirit of like Houston, local. You know, we did Try It Tuesday. We like drawing attention to all things local in Houston.
Love the city.
So there
What
is
does
a
Try It
way.
Tuesday have to do with that? People don't know because
Oh, yeah,
that
'cause-
wasn't connected.
Yeah, please.
But we had Daily Gather from City Center in the studio at 8 o'clock. They brought us these Breggy Bomb barbecue sauce burgers they make. They're delicious.
It's a good barbecue sauce.
That
That
sauce
sauce
is
is good.
Get out of the
amazing.
way, Stubbs. Or what's that one? Sweet Baby.
Sweet Baby Ray.
Sweet Baby Ray.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Sweet Baby
That's the
Ray.
kind of
Costco's got
you
you like
can
2
get that.
jugs of it.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm
Which,
going
by the
today.
way, what was
Like
that
at
story
Walmart
yesterday?
and-
The unhealthiest condiment you can put on your food is ketchup and barbecue sauce.
Really?
Because
Well,
of the
it's so
sugar
sweet.
content.
That's a lot of sugar. Yeah.
Brought mayo as
so
well. I bet.
And mayonnaise was also in there. Of
Oh,
course,
that's just
because of saturated
egg.
fat. It's egg and oil and salt and whatever. Saturated fats, Kellen. Sat fat is what it has.
Sounds yummy to me.
So, if you would like a way to support small businesses and stimulate economic growth right here in Houston, the city of Houston has actually launched an app. This is really cool. It's a pilot program aimed at incentivizing residents to shop locally. It's called H-Town Rewards. Just go to your app store, download H-Town Rewards, and it allows businesses to register and residents to shop while earning rewards. The app provides users with a directory of registered businesses showcasing their promotions and rewards, so you can actually save money.
So it's just like your 104 card. It does all the same stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, if we still had the 104 card, yeah.
I used to take lots of those applications over the phone.
Yeah, we don't have that stuff anymore.
The 104 card?
Oh, yeah.
Things
there was
get
a
breached
whole-
or something. That'd be
Y'all,
embarrassing.
it looked like a
Database.
library in this room. It was a library of just like, you know those Dewey Decimal System in the
Yes.
old library?
Computerized.
With the cards?
Oh, you pull out that thing?
You pulled out the little thing and it had everybody alphabetized with their 104 card applications.
And you could get discount on Primeco phone and Stereo
Houston
Monster.
Cellular.
Yeah,
Houston Cellular.
Stereo monster.
And thanks to the texters on the correction, I thought that Jesse J had broken up, I thought they were back together, but no, he did break up with Jesse J and he's with Zoe Kravitz now.
Oh, he's with Zoe
nice.
Kravitz.
Nice.
Yeah,
Wow.
Channing Tatum and Zoe Kravitz are together.
I like her. She's cool.
Thanks,
She is
y'all.
gorgeous.
I can't keep track of all my celebrities and their breakups and all
I
their
know.
people.
Zoe Kravitz fans came out.
Yeah.
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 I still think Jesse J is more talented than Zoe.
I mean, we could do a whole scoop on people you forgot dated, and I always say, like, y'all remember when Cameron Diaz and JT were a thing for 5 years? People thought they were going to get married.
5 years?
5+ years, JT and
What
Cameron
about
Diaz.
Brad Pitt and Juliette Lewis?
Yeah, that was, and then Gwyneth Paltrow and Brad Pitt
And Leonardo and Tom Brady's wife, right?
and Giselle Bundchen.
Ex-wife.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
They were really serious.
Yeah, they were, I think they were 5+ years also, and then when they broke up,
She turned 25. He's like,
Tom Brady.
you're out.
Yeah. Leah likes him young.
That's weird.
And by the way, Cameron Diaz and her husband, is it Benji or Joel Madden? I'm not sure which twin she's married to. I can't keep them straight. But they just adopted a son.
Yeah, which one is she married to?
She's one of the good Charlotte guys.
Yeah, they're twin brothers.
But
Joel
one's,
and
one's with a Richie girl.
one's with Nicole Richie and one is with Cameron. I think she's with Benji. Hold on, let me double check. It's going to drive me crazy unless somebody texts me first or Ryan just asked Siri. Benji Madden and Cameron Diaz, they're together.
She's with Benji. Cameron's with Benji.
Live on the air.
I don't live with her.
He's like, I'm going to beat you to the information.
But we can all hear
hey,
it.
Siri.
Yeah.
I'm Ryan Chase.
It's not like I'm hiding anything.
Hey, Siri!
Hey, Siri. Get serious. Get serious, Siri. Okay, if y'all missed what happened on Revenge today, the lesson is do not pay someone who's blackmailing you over a lie.
Nope, don't ever do that.
That is so crazy. You got to hear what Hank told us next on The Roula and Ryan Show.